I'm gonna be called you in. I was like, so you would have caused that accident? Like,
Oh, you told him that?
no, like in my head, I
Yeah.
thinking that, like I didn't think that on the spot, but if he would have caused that accident or something like that,
So how
Even
much
with
did you
all
take
the
it? 0
buildings
points?
along the Las Vegas
yeah,
Strip and all
just
the
give me a
action here,
citation. Just
this is one of the
go to
city's
court.
biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in
Yeah, you got to get
2020.
those plates done.
Today, after a
Yeah, because the
topsy-turvy
car,
opening weekend,
you
is
already
on
get
to
enough
week
attention
two,
because
and
you're
we've
yeah,
got a good one
that's a
here.
dope ass car.
As
You
it'll
might
be
have
the
some cop
Denver
that's a fucking hater,
Broncos
but a hater ass
taking on
kid.
the Las
You know what I
Vegas
mean?
Raiders.
You've been very fortunate to run across a lot of cool kids, cops.
Yeah, because I got pulled over the night before as well. He was just running off of the lane.
Oh yeah, see, you got too many close calls in that road. You got to fucking yeah. You more than likely not doing. You're obviously not doing anything wrong.
The first game's
You know,
out of
because
the
they
way.
didn't give
Time
you
to
a ticket
buckle
for
down
something
for
else.
the long
But
season
yeah, don't
ahead,
push your
and
luck.
we're off in week 2. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, that's too much. That's too much police contact in a short window.
Oh, they were totally targeting us too.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Because we were just chilling, eating and everything. Like we were out in Boulder, we were eating some calzones and everything in Boulder. And we kind of just were walking around a little bit, and there's cops everywhere in this area. Like fucking, we saw like 6, 7 cops posted up in this area. As soon as we left, we didn't even make it a block
Ball
down.
up to the 35 now as they come up on first
Oh,
and
for
10.
real? He already had you guys in sight.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Genty. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards.
Yeah, but they pull in. They'll see people come in, or they'll pull in, and they'll hit your tags right away, bud, and fucking and run your tags before you can even fucking see what's going on.
Right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory.
Oh, yeah.
The 20.
Wow, that's impressive.
The 15 before they drop him. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet. Running plays that are working.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was easy.
Dante Thornton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Oh, yeah, I just remembered the meme I sent you. Welcome to the league.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
What's up, Soup? That's an interesting name. I'd like to hear the backstory on that one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
All right, man. Hey, can you text Nana and ask her what time she's expecting us?
And he's up across
Please.
the 25 and down at the 28.
Damn, Genty was mesmerizing, dog. That was fucking smooth. He whooped ass.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Once more with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made it about the 40.
Mr. Crosby, he's so good.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That was crazy close.
On the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And they get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
Nice tackle.
Working here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On play action, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point. And we are
right on, dog. Thank you for being readily available to play the game. Good shit, my man.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Short throw caught by Bowers. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st down, it's Ginty. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. A give out of the gun to Genty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time will be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Open man is the rookie from Auburn.
Oh, that was luck. That was a window.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say...
Right on, rookie. Good stuff, Rook.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact in their
All right, that was a good defensive stance, good offensive series.
I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that
They
they
can't
catch in college.
ever underestimate these guys. Even the best guys let their guard down, then they get beat by me. They hate that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground.
That's awesome. You don't go down too easy. That's pretty awesome.
Had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Right back to Genty on 1st down.
Nice job. Nice job.
But only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's an interesting RPO. I like that.
Precarious position. We
like
know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now he'll go deep down the middle.
That's fucked up. I hate Madden for that bullshit.
First down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Oh, solid one-on-one, baby. User versus user.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain, no loss.
Linebacking speed.
That was like a draw.
Line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Genty.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen.
Ooh, stop, baby. Good job, B.
They take him
Good
down
job.
at the 26.
Amazing.
With a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
What a fucking run. What a run. Damn, what a block.
R.J. Harvey.
What a block by the fullback.
Touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Did you play your first game? Was that like a force win, force bear sim type shit? I'm curious.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Oh.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, you had it. Oh, I got smoked.
How about the coverage?
You had it.
Break out on third down.
That was a touchdown. Your receiver blew that route.
Speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Carlson is good.
Dog, my heart almost dropped.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Up the middle, it's Harvey. Down the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On first down, back to Harvey.
What?
Right side.
That was dirty, dog. That was dirty.
R.J. Harvey, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here.
That was staying off the trigger, the throttle. So he wasn't able to get tackled. That's crazy.
To remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A run out of the gun with Jonesy. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like that play. I think that could have been really good.
Picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for
What's up, Matt?
34, good enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Got a man
took myself out of position.
He'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Tucker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
Gotta keep him out the end zone. Gotta keep him out the end zone. Can't let him get any points.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he got me. That's a great route.
Gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Damn. I committed to the pass or to the run. It was wide open. He had 2 people wide open. Nothing I can do. Great drive.
Extra point by Carlson. And that will get him 1 closer.
He definitely kept me out of my rhythm. He was definitely a step ahead of the play calling on that one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 244 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Nix. A throw off his back foot there.
Crosby blew that up. That was done dirty.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And now an audible here into something else. A quick toss out right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard easy from us. That's easy.
As time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game.
In. That's
and
in.
He has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Harvey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We haven't seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Bombers.
Again, it's Harvey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got his big tight end here.
That was close. Close.
As they move this down to the 4-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
20. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Now, three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll look to throw again. Throw right side looked in here by Besh. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
Roughing the pass.
He'll be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And they will take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Denver, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
There's not much to look at on the stats.